This week on eNEWS, we'll take a look at how the college celebrates its Indigenous students, how students can protect themselves from the flu this winter, and we show you a unique way that families are combating mental illness. Welcome to eNEWS. I'm Kayla Sarabun.
And I'm Nick Nielsen, and here's today's top story. A three-day celebration of First Nation, Métis, and Inuit culture took place in the heart of Lethbridge College. FNMI Days was an opportunity for students and faculty to dive into a first-hand experience of different events. Steve Cito has more.
Drumsfield Center Core, as the annual cultural celebration, had daily events throughout the week. It was important for people in the college to support art, music, and food, as well as the success of students.
FNMI Days gives us a real opportunity to just highlight the pride we have in our students and their culture.
The college announced that 2 Lethbridge College graduates will perform an honor song for students at Convocation this spring.
So this year we were able to honor 2 individuals, Julius and Troy Delaney, who will be composing a honor song for us.
Each song has a different story, and singers start at a young age. After years of practice, Troy Delaney is grateful for the opportunity.
I'm really thankful they're doing this. You know, like a lot of nationalities that are coming to the college. You know, a lot of people don't know the Blackfoot territory, and some people like to ask questions.
The decision was important for the college in making sure strong relationships continue over the years for future generations.
And the honor song, certainly in the culture, is such a powerful piece of that heritage, and to now have it as part of our convocation, but then also at other gatherings that we're going to have, I think that's very important.
Drums are typically made of elk hide, bull hide, or buffalo. FNMI Days are held every year in October here in Center Core. Students are encouraged to come out and partake in the festivities. For eNEWS, I'm Steve Cito.
To find out more about FNMI culture, students can visit the FNMI Service Lounge in the Andrews Building.
Lethbridge College is keeping students healthy this winter. Todd Eaglechild is standing by with more.
As fall temperatures drop and the cold weather sets in, so does the flu season. To find out more about the flu clinics, I went down to the latest one held here at the college. The Lethbridge College Health Services are offering flu shots for staff and students at the college. Flu season in Alberta usually begins in December and peaks in February. According to Alberta Health, last season there were over 5,000 lab-confirmed cases, over 1,600 hospitalizations, 271 to ICU, and 53 fatalities due to influenza. Lethbridge College registered nurse says that there are a number of different strains active this season.
We're protecting against 4 strains this year, an H1N1, an H2N3, and 2 B strains, and that's fairly normal. The flu vaccine for the people over 65 is a stronger dose, and it covers 3 of those.
Students wanted to get their flu shots so they don't get sick.
Just to prevent myself from getting sick.
Just to keep myself healthy and to not die.
And to prevent others from getting sick also.
My husband is on dialysis, so he's he can catch the flu really easily, so I get it so that I don't get it and pass it on to him.
Anyone over 18 is welcome to come down and get them. All you'll need is your health care number. The flu clinics will be held down at the college's Center Core. The next flu clinic will be held this Friday, October 28th and November 3rd and 4th.
So Todd, where else in Lethbridge can students get their flu shots?
Students wanting to get their flu shots can head down to the exhibition pavilion. For dates and times, visit the Alberta Health Services website.
Thanks, Todd. Coming up after the break, we take a look at how a local artist is helping people cope with mental illness, and we're stopping.
All right.
Wouldn't mind just going right from the beginning.
Yeah, I think that's what the plan is. Probably.
Is Tadashi struggling on...
Tadashi's not my group.
Okay, when I get this reading done, I need to study for math, then time for work.
Have a lot on your mind lately? 1 in 100 people are affected by schizophrenia. They know. Give up.
Listen to me.
Give up. You're an idiot.
Hey.
They know.
Listen to me.
You will fail.
Hey.
You will fail.
Listen to me.
You're an idiot. You are going to fail. There is help, and there is hope.
Youth mental health disorders are second highest in hospitals.
Are reported being bullied right now. Discrimination of LGBTQ youth is 3 times higher than heterosexual youth.
Youth are not statistics.
It's time to break stereotypes and create opportunities for youth in safe environments and change the way we see them. The new generation, our generation.
Crime Stoppers and Lethbridge Regional Police need your help in solving a robbery. At 11:40 p.m. on September 13th, 2015, an unknown male entered the Lady Luck Lounge on 5th Street South and robbed staff at Knife Point. After taking the money from the cash register, the man left and went south. If you have any information on this or any crime, please contact Crime Stoppers by any of these methods. Standard message and data rates may apply. Crime Stoppers will pay up to $2,000 for information leading to an arrest. Remember, you will not have to attend court or testify, and you will remain anonymous. We want your information, not your name.
You may not know it, but reborn baby dolls are a trend that have grown over the past 25 years. Reborn baby dolls are infant-like figures that have multiple uses. Local soul artist Deidre Shaw creates the heirlooms here in Lethbridge. I went to a Halloween party Shaw held to find out more, but first a warning. Some of the footage you are about to see may be disturbing to some viewers.
And she weighs like a real baby. She's 6.5 pounds.
From kids to full-grown, handmade, hand-painted baby dolls, soul artist Deidre Shaw puts countless hours of work into each and every single reborn baby doll that she makes. The heirloom reborn baby dolls are one of a kind and created just for you. Deidre Shaw has been making these dolls since 1990. Shaw buys the kits from the United States and on average puts between 40 to 80 hours of work into each doll. Each hair is put in using a felting needle, so if a doll has a lot of hair, attaching its hair can take upwards of 40 hours. Shaw says the dolls can have multiple uses.
For anxiety, for people that have problems having children or that don't want to have children but want to have the nurturing, for men, women, children, for children that suffer from anxieties as well or have lost a sibling.
Shaw has seen the dolls be sold for between $800 to $5,000, but she has also seen some go for $30,000. When I was holding one of the dolls, it felt so lifelike that it reminded me of my nephew. Shaw hosts different parties throughout the year for people who have reborn baby dolls. Guests dress both themselves and their dolls up for this one. Different games were played and door prizes were able to be won. People of all ages attend, from young children to older adults. 14-year-old Kristen Friesen attended the get-together and loves all of the work that Shaw does.
I like how detailed they are and how unique they are, and I like how heavy they are. I like the weight of them.
These dolls both look like and can be handled like real babies. The dolls are made of a variety of materials ranging from silicone to vinyl. They are available here in Lethbridge.
The Lethbridge Curling Club has a new home. After signing a multi-year lease with the ATB Centre, the club is in a position to succeed. The complex is built for many sports, but curling is one of the first to test it out. Cole Parkinson has more.
The Curling Rocks are back in the West Side House. The multi-purpose leisure complex known as the ATB Centre is now the long-term home for the Lethbridge Curling Club. The joint venture between the club and the city has given the hometown curlers a brand new establishment to help grow the game. City Councillor Rob Miyashiro is a curler himself and says the new building will have an impact on the popularity of the sport.
One night, and there was about 40 people for a Learn to Curl course, and which is pretty significant, right? And I don't think I've ever seen that at the older arena. So yeah, this will be pretty cool for the curling club.
The Civic Ice Center was their leased out home for over 60 years. Due to the city owning the building, the curling club had to rent the ice. Both parties were in negotiation on the financials.
The curling club and the city started talking about what's it going to cost the curling club to be there. And what we wanted to make sure was that the lease was fair to both sides.
The city and the club have already made big plans with the new ice. The 2017 World Mixed Doubles and World Senior Curling Championships will be staged at the ATB Center later next year. Miyashiro says the capacity and the upgraded seating played a big role in having the event in Lethbridge. Before that gets underway, the regulars get to break in the ice. The 10 sheets are booked almost at all times during the week by the leagues associated with the curling club. Ladies League player Trish Cullen is excited to be able to play in the brand new building.
It's awesome. The ice is awesome. The staff is terrific, and we're having a lot of fun.
Like Rob Miyashiro, Cullen would like to see what the new complex can do for the sport.
I just think that it means so much advancement, so much fun, so much good curling, and hopefully the sport will improve and grow.
The ATB Center is the newest ice in Lethbridge. With 10 sheets of ice and a brand new 10-year lease, it gives the Lethbridge Curling Club plenty of options. For eNEWS, I'm Cole Parkinson.
The curling club has league play Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, all happening at the ATB Center. For more information, visit lethbridgecurlingclub.com. Coming up after the break, how Kodiak athletes have each other's backs, and how the local speed skating team is getting set to ice the competition.
Hey man, how's classes been?
Pretty rough, man. I've been feeling really depressed lately.
Oh. Well, I gotta run though, so I'll see you later.
You ready?
Yeah. Oh, nice man.
If you or someone you know is suffering from mental health issues, call 403-329-4775 for help.
Is your life lonely? Do you need a friend? Adopt a dog today. Your life will never be lonely again. Your life will be filled with fun adventures with your loyal companion. For more information about adopting, go to windycityrescue.com.
Winter is coming, and the Last Chance Cat Ranch is trying to make sure all the kittens and cats are warm this year. But they only have a limited amount of space, so some cats might be left in the cold. But you can help. You can visit the Facebook page of the Last Chance Cat Ranch and learn more information about adopting. And if you feel confident enough to raise a friend, message them to start the process of adoption. With your support, we can make sure every cat and kitten is warm and safe this winter.
A new program has begun for Lethbridge College Athletics that ensures no team will be without fans. Darashay Gregson has more.
The crowds have never been so loud before for the Kodiaks. It's a result of a new athletic policy that requires athletes and teams to turn out and support one another. Athletes backing athletes ensures that no athletic team will be without a cheering squad. Athletic manager Todd Coughlin came up with the idea for the in-house support. Kodiak cross-country runner Carlos Mena says it's a great way to support one another.
And it's just really just a way to support our fellow Kodiaks and just really give them the momentum and energy they need to get some wins and hopefully some banners.
Mena adds the energy Kodiak athletics bring to the audience helps give teams on the court a boost in confidence.
And this team, I think we really brought some energy towards them and helped the crowd kind of get pumped up. And I'm sure it helped them too, seeing that some of their fellow athletes are just there cheering them on.
Fellow runner Janelle Graham believes support is a two-way street.
Well, everyone wants to have a big crowd, why not? So you should support other people and get supported.
Kodiaks say athletes backing athletes is a great tool for determination and motivation. They say that cheering on their fellow athletes can make a big difference in the win column. Darcia Gregson, eNEWS, Lethbridge.
The next home game for the Kodiaks will be on November 4th. The women's team is hosting a Dig Pink game as a fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. For more information, visit gokodiaks.ca.
As winter approaches, more and more winter sporting activities are beginning to take to the ice, but some don't receive quite the same attention as others. I went down to find out more about the speed skating scene here in Lethbridge. Unlike most sports, speed skating can be over in a flash, but the training for it can be just as intense. The Lethbridge Speed Skating Association is the only team that Lethbridge has, and they've begun training for upcoming tournaments. Coach Tim Cooney, who's been skating for 28 years, says that he can't wait to see what his students can do.
It's a very technical sport, takes years to master. So kids that like to master things, then kind of keep going on things, they do really well in our sport.
The program offers classes for all ages and skill levels and has relatively smaller class sizes. It's not one of the most popular sports in Lethbridge, but for guys like Tim Cooney, that's part of the appeal to it.
It's kind of a sport that nobody hears about. Nobody knows there's speed skating in Lethbridge. They hear about it and they go, wow, I didn't know that was here.
The team is based out of a small rink on the north side of town called the Labour Club Ice Center, where skaters spend time twice a week honing their skills. The sport consists of two major competitions, long and short track races. There is so much more to this sport than just skating around in a circle. Each practice, skaters work on their power and timing of their strides, the sharpness of their turns, and the finesse of their crossovers. Rael Green, one of the team's newest coaches, has been skating on the short track for 4 years now and says the rush you get from competing is like none other.
You get when you're on the start line, you get nervous and then you get excited. So I don't know, it's like a huge array of emotions when you're competing.
Members of the LSSA are training for their first meets beginning near the end of November for some skaters, depending on their ability, and some are even skating for their master's classes. For more information on how you can get involved in speed skating, visit lethbridgespeedskating.shawwebspace.ca. Now, Kayla, what would you say your favorite winter sport is?
My favorite winter sport is between skiing and snowboarding. I grew up in the mountains, so I always loved to go skiing. It was always there for me in the winter months, so that was nice. How about you, Nick?
Well, I used to be pretty big into hockey back in the day, but I haven't had as much chance to do that nowadays, so skiing is one of my favorites so far. But anyways, that's all the time we have. Thanks for joining us on eNEWS this week. I'm Nick Nielsen.
And I'm Kayla Sarabun, and we'll see you next time.